Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Roller Coaster Rider, and why don't you be like the cool kids? No, not like that. But instead, why don't you subscribe? As it showed earlier, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back to you, and together, we can both make money. And isn't that what makes the world go round?
Hi, I'm Kay.
And this episode of Jessie, Season 3, Episode 19, is entitled either The Tall-Tailed Duck or The Telltale Duck. Wikipedia has it as both options, and this is a very woman episode because the director is Lee Allen Baker, who she was the mom on Good Luck Charlie, and the writer is also a woman.
All right.
Go girls. Anyway, the episode has two main subplots.
Yep.
There's Jessie. It's one of the rare cases where Jessie and Bertram team up.
Right. So the plot is actually Bertram and Ravi.
Well, yeah, Ravi and it's kind of like Jessie and Bertram as plot A, and then the kids as plot B.
Oh, okay. You want to do it that way.
Which is extremely unique.
Yeah, that they work together.
Anyway, Zuri is having... It begins with Zuri in a wooden cage, which is because she hasn't done her...
Empire State Building
out of
project.
popsicle sticks.
Yep.
And Emma makes really inaccurate descriptions because she's doing psychology.
Yep.
Then Bertram is, sweating from head to toe because he has a class reunion coming up, and he's worried that the guy, what's his name? Eric Booth is going to upstage him and show how good he is and make him feel bad.
Right.
So then Jessie tries to comfort him, saying look, just do acting skills. Just say this or say that whatsoever. And so they decide that he's the inventor of cat toys. He's a millionaire.
Yep.
And it was his idea to put the bell inside the toy.
Yeah.
Which I would say as a cat I play with a lot.
Yes.
Then when he sees that Eric is going with a very attractive woman,
yep,
he's like, oh, God, I need to go with a beautiful woman. So then Jessie decides to go, and she instead of saying she's an actress, she goes as a veterinarian to the stars.
Yep.
She helped Matt Damon's cat.
Yes.
She helped Jason Bourne's cat, everybody. And they go to the reunion, and Eric has a, how can I put this delicately? Not the smartest woman in the world.
Yeah. Arm candy, but no brain.
She said it, I didn't. My name is Alexia. It's short for Alexa.
No, for Alex. I thought
And
you said Alex.
Okay. And she confuses a duck with a penguin.
Yep.
And then there's kind of I want to do a spoiler saying what happened.
Go ahead.
But I'll say it at the end.
Oh, okay.
But I want to say a spoiler as to what happens at the reunion. But anyway, Bertram gets voted as the most successful, but he doesn't get voted best hair. However, Jessie says if it's best ear hair, he would win.
Yeah.
And then the plot with the kids is Ravi wants to be like the cool kids and decides that he wants this very obscene, gory, bloody video game.
Mummy Massacre or something.
I'm not trying to be extreme by saying that, but it is, very extreme. They actually do kind of a bit of a Walking Dead joke.
Yeah.
With mummies. And since Jessie doesn't want... Are you okay? Since Jessie doesn't want Ravi to get such an obscene and such a gory and scary video game, he decides to just steal it, which amazes Luke. And so then he and Luke are playing this video game, and he doesn't even, and Luke is upset, or Ravi wants to return it, but he can't because he's close to the high score. So he goes in, finds out that he obviously stole the game after Jessie said, no, you can't have it. And so then as a result, she blackmails him and saying, like, you have to finish my project. And he says, by finish, I'm assuming you mean start. which is pretty funny. Let's see, what else? So then they almost get caught. And it says, they decide to change the channel, saying, like, we're watching something manly. And then Jessie looks at the screen and goes, The View? To which Ravi goes, that Sherry Shepherd is one sharp girl. which I thought was hilarious. Let's see, what else? Then Ravi's conscience gets the better of him. Like, he has this dream about The Walking Dead, about how he's walking, and then a bunch of, like, mummies are chasing after him. And he's like, can I win points by telling you about sphinxes? Or about pharaohs? Who's on team, I don't know, I'll just say one, like, who's on team Tutankhamun? And then as he gets devoured, then Luke makes a joke about how he tosses Jessie something, and it kind of breaks the mummy's arm, and he says, sorry about that, I would say put on a bandage, but you know. So then, yeah, his conscience gets the better of him, so as a result, he decides to return the game, but he can't because the owner is right there, and so he runs away. So then Luke decides to just destroy the disc, right in front of Jessie. And then stuff happens. We won't spoil what happens further, except that Jessie blames Luke, even though it wasn't Luke's fault.
Right.
But then
she's talking to Robbie, looking at
Ravi, not Robbie.
Sorry, Robbie. And she goes, Luke. And Luke's like, hey, I didn't do it. Robbie did it.
You're probably involved somehow. So I kind of spoke for a while. What did you think of the episode?
I thought it had a good message.
I did, yeah.
Well, really, two good messages. You really should be proud of who you are and not lie. And then also, you shouldn't steal, and you should look up to adults that say don't steal it, it's too violent for you. Because Ravi was having dreams and just kind of scared and, everything.
Now that I think about it, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you. I was not a huge fan of the episode. I thought it didn't move really fast. And while the Jessie and Bertram stuff was unique, the
kids did work together.
Yeah, the kid, or Ravi, stealing something, even though Jessie said you shouldn't, was very similar to season 1, A Doll's Outhouse with Zuri.
I didn't see it.
You've seen the episode.
Did I? Oh, maybe I have then.
Yeah, Jessie was scared of porta potties.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we saw that.
Extremely flexible Eastern Europeans with sparkles.
Yeah.
So that's what it kind of reminded me of. However, I think that version was done better.
But I think they are trying to use all the characters, so Ravi either has his huge lizard or his truthfulness, kindness, whatever.
Mrs. Kipling was not in this episode.
No, she wasn't.
Kinda, maybe that's why it was slow, but Jesse's always been like slightly more realistic, less action wacky than say something like Austin and Ally.
Yeah, true. Well, the kids are different ages, and it's a different scene. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in Jesse, you see the parents once in a while, in Bertram all the time. But in Austin and Allie, you only see Allie's dad once in a while. You don't see anybody else's parents.
Well, there have been some episodes where you've seen Austin's parents.
Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Something to look forward to, I guess.
But anyway, I've already said kind of my problems with the episode. Do you have a favorite line?
Well, probably when what is the name of the oldest girl again?
Emma.
Emma comes down the stairs and she's like, well, when I need to remember something, I write it on my hand. And Jesse read her hand about
Lie
to Jesse about the party Friday or Saturday night.
She said, darn it!
And Jesse's like, she makes my job so easy.
My favorite line was when Jesse was talking about how Bertram put the bell inside the toy.
Yeah.
And Alexia was like, I love those! Oh, do you have a cat? No.
She probably goes to the pet store and plays with them or buys.
Okay. Would you tell people to see this episode?
If you're a true Jesse fan, yes. It did, slow down, but it was talking about some important issues too.
I would just say to watch the Bertram and Jesse parts.
Yeah. Fast forward through the other.
That's just my opinion.
But at the end, they all had to work for the guy that sold the video games.
Mm-hmm.
So Ravi was clearing gum off.
Yeah, and found a tooth.
Yeah, a tooth in one of the gum pieces. And then Jesse is like, why didn't you save that tooth? The tooth fairy
No,
could
you
help.
should have saved the
you
tooth.
should have saved that tooth. The tooth fairy could help pay for your game.
Which, kind of an inconsistency. Don't they get like $2,000 a month? Or
I don't
$2,000 a week
I
in
don't
allowance?
I don't know. More than I see.
More than I've seen on this channel. Do you want to I would say, yeah, just just do the Jessie and Bertram parts because those were the most interesting in my opinion.
Well, in the beginning you said you were going to do a spoiler. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
we're doing a wrap up and we're going to do a spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Okay. My favorite part of the episode was when the arm candy girl Alexia she decides she can't take it anymore after he kind of hits on Jesse. Yeah, by saying, I should have noticed with your girl. She's almost as good looking as mine.
Yeah. And then Alexia says, that's it.
Like, what is he? Is he a bookkeeper or something?
Yes.
What does that mean?
He handles the books for businesses.
Oh. And he got fired from his only client. His mother!
Mom.
And I'm his cousin!
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, your check bounced!
Yeah. And then
Then Bertram says, I guess the only thing you have over me is a good head of hair.
And then she says, oh, wait a minute. And she pulls off
No,
his toupee.
no, she says, oh, you like it? Here you go.
You can have it.
And he's like really bald and it's like, it's a comb over.
Yeah. Worse looking than Bertram.
Very bad hair.
But anyway, it did have some funny moments, so
Mhm.
if you stick with, I guess, the Jesse and Bertram parts, you'll do fine.
Anyway, we're gonna review another episode.
Okay,
Bye.
bye for now.